It's a double! Are you kidding? It's a something! He looks like me! Christmas! The wraparound! It's over! Let's go! It's hard! One hour!
Hello, everybody. I'm Grant Fluff from Flusher Sports Zone, Season 4, Episode 7 of the Powerskateshow here on a Monday evening, not a Wednesday. But hope you guys enjoy the show regardless. Still had some news to talk about. Preseason starting next week, which is always fun. And without any further interruptions, let's introduce Alex.
Well, I would not give it a round of applause because it's been a boring week in the Powerskateshow office. But anyway, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Season 4, Episode 7 of the Powerskateshow. Lots of new, well, kind of small news to talk about, but a certain nostalgia of the week has recently retired, which we will definitely get into. And yeah, with that, how are you doing, Grant?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. Second week of school for me, it's been fantastic, but I'm definitely on the mission on a certain thing that's personal for me. So, before we start doing advertising, I would like to talk about on a different league that we kind of have not been touched on for a long time. The North American Hockey League had their recent opening week that we would like to talk about. They started their season on September 8th. First two games were the Northeast Generals taking on the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Northeast won both games. New Jersey, the Maryland Black Bears. Let's go Black Bears! Beat the New Jersey Titans 6-0. No, not 6-0. 5-0 at the Piney Orchard Ice Arena. Moose Magicians, Fairbanks Ice Dogs. You guys name it. So, yeah, like North American Hockey League getting back to normal as far as crowds concerned. So, yeah. What do you think of the North American Hockey League so far? Since I know that we haven't touched into it, but like...
Yeah. I don't have much input, but I will say that is good. Fans are able to come back. I think it's good that hopefully they can go through a whole season without any further interruptions. I would say I like the Maryland Black Bears as well. They're actually probably my favorite team. Did they like our posts on Instagram once?
Yes.
I was about to say they sounded familiar. Clearly a reason why they're my favorite American Hockey League team right there.
All right, cool. Yes, same. And shout to Black Bears goalie Michael Morelli and Tristan McInnes for following on the Powerskateshow. Thanks, boys. Appreciate it. And good luck this season, by the way. All right, now let's get to business. And after the topics, we will do some standings predictions. And I promise, no more hi, Alex. I promise.
Oh,
You guys-
dear. And the second you say that, we're bound to have that. So,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Anyway, follow the Powerskate Show. Let's get to 1.3 by regular season, which it will happen. Let's make it happen. And before we get, and now let's get to Floods the Sports Zone. Let's get this dude to 1.8 followers, which will be there soon. And if you do not follow Fluster Sports Zone, you aren't anything, but you just do not watch any sports.
There we
How's
go.
that?
You don't watch any
You have
sports.
to follow Fluster Sports Zone. That is the requirement if you follow the Powerskate Show. Alright, and before we get to any business, let's just take the time to remember 9/11 that happened 20 years ago, 2 days ago. One of, if not the most storytell in world history, not only the world but Americans in general, like parents, legal guardians, or neighbors, your loved ones, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. When they were here before this happened, they shared their stories to their loved ones. So the Powerskate Show would like to remember the September 11th attacks that happened 20 years ago, 2 days ago, and we honor and remember them every single day.
Absolutely. Obviously, devastating moment to our country back in September 11th of 2001. But, even still, 20 years later, voices are being heard and stories are being told. So prayers to everyone involved in this tragic incident.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's get to the happiest. Let's get to the happy part. All right. The New York per reports, the New York Rangers are expecting to have a new captain this offseason. And the 4 players are Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, Chris Kreider, or Jacob Trouba. And I a little bit have questions about why Jacob Trouba is on the
I was
list.
about to say, you can go with either of the 3 but Jacob Trouba. Okay.
But I think that the front runner, as far as what the comments is saying, like we're seeing Panarin, Kreider, Mika, Kreider, Zibanejad, Kreider, Trouba, Hana. Good luck.
Trouba, who commented Trouba? They're crazy.
Yeah. Panarin, Zibanejad. Yeah, everybody is saying between Zibanejad or Kreider.
I mean, I would basically say between Zibanejad or Kreider as well. I think Ontario Panarin could be a captain, but yet again, he's only here for his 3rd season coming up. And I think you got to give it to Chris Kreider simply because he's been around the longest. Remember, this guy was a draft pick. His rookie year with the Rangers was back in 2012. And Panarin and Zibanejad are great contributors. And Panarin, Zibanejad, Kreider, great first line. But at the same time, captaincy, you got to be there a while. For Chris Kreider, he is one of the longest Ranger players currently on their team. So I would say give him the captain and then give Panarin and Zibanejad the assistants without question. Jacob Trouba, maybe. I'm trying to see if there is anyone else that potentially deserves the assistant. I can't really think of one on the top of my head. Obviously, way too early for Capo Caco or Lafreniere to be getting.
Obviously.
Yeah, way too early for them to be getting anything.
Yeah.
So I would say Kreider for captain for sure.
Yeah. And I just noticed like 2 months ago, like a week before the Stanley Cup Finals, I heard like reports saying that Ryan Lindgren and whoever is gonna get the captain. And I was like, really? You got options. You got Panarin, you got Zibanejad, and you got Kreider. Those are your 3. Who deserves to wear the C. Well, Panarin, I'll say he would deserve the C, but I think between Zibanejad or Kreider, they both deserve the C unanimously for the Rangers.
Yeah, I would agree. Again, I would give it a cry just based off of he's just been on the team longer.
Yeah. Now it's time for our nostalgia of the week. Are you ready?
Boy.
You know what? I'll just give it a round of applause because I'll just say he was very good with the Blues. Punched himself
Not
in the
so
face
good
with
with Bruins or
Boston.
Ducks. We don't mention that. We do not mention
But
Don Sweeney overpaying David Backes. We do not mention that here, but I just mentioned it, so roles are reversed. Okay, but yes, great player for the St. Louis Blues. I would say, in my opinion, probably you'll go down as a top 8 Blues player of all time, roughly. Was the captain for a little bit, and obviously this past year, but then I played his last career game in St. Louis. So great way to go out. And okay, to be fair, with the Bruins, he was okay in 2017. But yes, obviously.
On a good day.
On a good day, he was good in 2017, but that was about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, great player on the Blues. Borderline Hall of Famer. I don't know if he gets in, but borderline Hall of Famer anyway. And it's gonna be unfortunate. I thought he was very good, especially in his prime. I'm definitely gonna miss him.
Or I would say definitely Hall of Fame for the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame, if there ever is, or the St. Louis Blues Hall of Fame.
Well, that's most definitely. I mean, potentially retired number, potentially. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Next, Calgary Flames signed defenseman Eric Goodbranson to a 1-year, $1.75 million AAV. And yes, I'm gonna bring this up. Who remembers the Garnet Hathaway incident with Eric Goodbranson? Yes, I watched that game.
Who doesn't? Is the question. That was the day where Garrett Hathaway became a likable player to not so much of one.
Yeah.
Look, Branson kind of started it. I ain't gonna lie. He started the fight, but Hathaway just went full on, just blasted the Branson. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, though, for the Flames, I mean, they're pretty loaded on defensemen, so this doesn't really make sense why they made this move other than veteran presence. But in reality, yeah, it's only 1 year. It's under 800,000. So again, or actually, no, it's actually almost $2 million. Yeah, I would say this is actually an overpayment. I don't know why I thought this was a $750,000 deal, but yeah, this is 1.75 million. Yeah, that is, believe it or not, an overpayment for someone like Eric Branson. So I like it. I know it's only 1 year. It's not the end of the world, obviously. But if I was Calgary, I would have just stuck with the defense they got. And there's other options. Like, you could have gotten Chara for, what, 300,000 more? Like, if anything, you should have just thrown a 1 year, $2 million deal at Chara, or get someone like Carl Alsner or another veteran defenseman who can at least register points. I mean, Eric Branson does nothing but throw the body and gets like 10 assists a year at most.
Yeah. All right.
Last year, Branson had 4 points in 45 games. Like, that's not worth almost $2 million.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Now the St. Louis Blues Winter Classic jerseys is out. W or L?
It's a W. It's significantly better than Minnesota's, I will say. And yeah, I know it looks pretty bland. Like, they just upgraded their jerseys from the 70s and 80s and their old outdoor jerseys beforehand. I want to see an orange Blues jersey, but that's just me thinking way outside the ballpark. I would say this is a W, though. I mean, it looks nice. They didn't get, they weren't too risky with it. They just decided, you know what, here's a classic design. This describes the Blues well. We're going to use it. Again, I'm waiting for that orange jersey. That will probably not come for another 20 years, but if the Blues go for an orange jersey, I will be impressed.
But like, what do you mean an orange jersey?
I
Like,
mean, like
is it the trumpets that they never use?
yeah, well, kind of like that. Yeah, like you could put a trumpet with like a very light orange, kind of like the
Huh.
Ducks outdoor jerseys from 2014. Like that type
Oh.
of orange with like a trumpet or something. Like I want the Blues to go crazy with the jersey. It'll make no sense, but I mean, maybe they'll make it as a jersey, but they won't actually use it. They'll just use it as like a teaser jersey, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. I think that would be pretty interesting though if the Blues really got creative and decided to, kind of go away from the blue and yellow for a little bit.
Yes. All right, we got another jersey conversation, which is pretty much a different sport, but it kind of inspires this certain team. And we're gonna play Breast Bonanza. Alright. Anyway, the minor league baseball AAA Durham Bulls unveiled their Carolina Hurricanes tonight, which will be taking on the Norfolk Tides, which happened like 3 days ago.
Do they win? Probably not, because with a mascot that terrifying, I mean, then again, if you had a mascot that terrifying, maybe you distract your opponent. I don't know. It looks like a combination of a bear, a moose. I can't tell. A bull. It's a bull, but still, it does not look like a bull. I hate to say it, but those nostrils are way too small.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's gonna get clipped. Congratulations.
Those nostrils are way too small to be a bull. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, listen, it looks okay. The jerseys look fine. I'm not critiquing the jerseys because those look pretty realistic for a Hurricanes logo. I'm just more questioning the mascot. The jerseys itself looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the jersey, but
The mascot, though.
shout out to my friends who went to the Durham Bulls game like a month ago. So yeah,
Don't harp on me, but your mascot looks kind of
Yeah. All right, moving on. That was pretty much. We got two more. Oilers re-signed left wing Cooper Marody to a 1-year, $750,000 deal.
I played in only 6 games in 2019 and literally didn't score a singular point. So, Edmonton just bolstering up the top 6 in the AHL. Not a completely awful signing, but
we got one more.
Want to see the NHL.
Mr. Ryan Donato from Massachusetts is a Seattle Kraken.
Mr. Ryan Donato. I requested a trade out of Boston. He had 20 points in 50 games last year, though, which leads me to 1, why is this contract so little? And 2, why is the year length so low? I'm not going to lie here. Ryan Donato is 25. He has shown he has potential. Now, I know he was awful on the Sharks, but we have to remember it's the Sharks, and they really haven't developed any good players over the past 3 years. At this point, San Jose is where free agents go to die, but that's a different story for a different day. Listen, 20 points last year in San Jose. He had 23 the previous year with Minnesota. And, of course, he had the career high in 2018-19 with 25 points with Boston. It surprises me that it took him this long to get signed. And, again, I feel like the money is very low. I feel a fair offer, and, especially with the Kraken who have salary cap, I think they got an absolute steal here, especially considering half the picks they got in the expansion draft. Donato's better than half of those guys already. And I think a fair contract for Donato would be 3 years at $2.5 million. If you use him properly, he can average 30 points in a full season if you use him properly.
Yeah. I a little bit have a question with the contract, but I would say a 1 year is pretty much acceptable. Yes, I understand that preseason's on the way. They're not assigned to a league minimum. I would say give him a PTO instead of $750,000 deal, and if he gets better, well, past his train camp and preseason, which would be obvious, pretty much. Give him that, or give him $950,000 deal, and we're good.
Yeah, well, the Kraken, they knew the money was something that they couldn't pass up in a deal, especially getting such a decent player like Ryan Donato for under $800,000. It's honestly a steal. And, yeah, I see why Seattle just wanted to give him the contract instead of the PTO. I honestly felt like they made the right decision just giving him the contract and not the PTO. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, now we done with some topics, and now it's time for standings predictions for the 2021-22 NHL season. I feel like that we should start the Western Conference. And let's start the Pacific Division. All right, the Pacific Division. First place, I got Vegas, which pretty much is obvious. In second place, I'm going to say the Calgary Flames. Kinda. And in third place...
Flames in second. Oh, Flames are not in second, buddy.
Wait. Hold on. In third place, the Seattle Kraken. Which I can see that happening.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe.
And in fourth place is Edmonton. Edmonton will be the team that will barely make the playoffs in a wild card 2 position. Fifth place, you got the LA Kings. And in sixth place, another California team, the Anaheim Ducks. So you got 6. 7th, Vancouver is gonna blow again. And in last, you got San Jose.
You seriously have Edmonton in 4th, and you put Anaheim over Vancouver.
Oh, is that high enough? Are we in?
All right. Dear. Okay. On to mine for the Pacific. Okay. First place, Vegas. That's obviously pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay. We know Vegas is definitely finishing first. If they don't, Robin Leonard is extremely overrated. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. Second, I have Edmonton. Listen, here's the thing. Edmonton may not do anything when the playoffs come around, but the moral of the story is they are built for a very good regular season team. And I think we know Edmonton's going to struggle when the playoffs come around, but we also have to realize Edmonton is built for the regular season. This is where Drysdale and McDavid, they're going to get you 110 points a year. You're going to say, oh, Edmonton may do something, and then you realize Mike Smith is your goalie, and you're not going to go far in the playoffs. But, again, Mike Smith is built for the regular season. Probably why they re-signed him. So, again, Mike Smith, good regular season goalie. He'll hold the fort. Good job. Edmonton finishes in second. In third place, I have the Seattle Kraken. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to not go against them, really. I know they didn't have the best expansion draft in the world, but so far, I've liked the moves they made in free agency. You know, they throw money at Adam Larson, Jamie Oleksiak, obviously Jaden Schwartz, obviously John
Grubauer.
Grubauer, not John Gibson. Phil Grubauer will be the goaltender. And then, again, even signing Ryan Donato to a really cheap contract could help out that second line. And, of course, Jordan Eberle will probably be the inaugural captain for the Kraken. At least that's my prediction. They'll give the captaincy to Eberle. who is a pretty good leader. So if that happens, I think all the pieces will be in place for Seattle to finish in third. In fourth, I got Vancouver. Yeah, here's the thing. We don't have a shortened season. Thatcher Demko is going to continue where he left off in the 2020 playoffs. I don't know what's wrong with Vancouver. And honestly, them finishing in fourth is kind of crazy. I know their defense isn't fantastic, but when you have Elias Patterson, Bo Horvat, and Brock Besser, that's a great first line. And again, Vancouver, if they finish anything below fourth, it's just another disappointing year for them. Yeah, Thatcher Demko should do pretty well. Quinn Hughes obviously get another year under his belt. The worst thing that happened to them was losing Jake Virtanen, which honestly I don't even think is going to be that bad in the grand scheme of things. Oh, and they don't have Alexander Edler anymore, but we knew he was gone January of last year. So Vancouver will finish in fourth. In fifth, you got my Los Angeles Kings. Hey, listen, Quentin Byfield can further develop. That would be nice. This might be Jonathan Quick's last year, but Cal Pearson is mainly the starter at this point anyway. This could potentially be Anze Kopitar's last year. Maybe, probably not due to his contract, but maybe. Dustin Brown, he exceeded expectations last year. He's going to take a magnificent decline this year. I ain't getting all excited about Dustin Brown. That was basically his last hurrah, I feel. I don't think he's going to really bounce back and do good this year. At number 6, we have the Calgary Flames. Yeah, they could certainly finish above Los Angeles, but I would say the Kings get like a point or two over Calgary. And again, it's just Calgary so inconsistent. I do feel this is the trade deadline. Johnny Gaudreau gets traded. Maybe Sean Monahan as well. Calgary's just going to blow it up. Sorry, Dan Vladar, no Vezina Trophy this year. But soon, but not this year. Okay. Second to last, I got Anaheim. Yeah, they're just still in their rebuild. John Gibson is going to definitely steal some games, but overall, he's still not going to be great. And then 8th place is San Jose. I don't know what they're doing other than having Brent Burns' massive contract. I feel they're kind of slammed up against the cap, and they still can't really do much despite building a young team. So I got the Sharks finishing in last, and we can move on to the Central.
Okay. Central. This is the confusing part because of a certain team that does not have a player yet signed. Which I will talk about it.
Oh dear.
Once the time comes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's get to the Central. First place, Colorado. Second place, I got the St. Louis Blues. And the third, I got the Dallas Stars. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, Tyler Seguin was out like 95% of the season. Alexander Radulov gone. Anton Khudobin on something. Ben Bishop didn't do anything. Yes, he didn't play single game. But Jake Ottinger did the whole thing. And yes, Jason Robertson put on a performance last year. Dennis Gurianov didn't do what he did in the 2020 postseason, but I would say the players that I mentioned, they will pull up right where they left off. They're going to put on another round of the performance with Jason Robertson. Jamie Benn with another round of captaincy. John Klingberg back at it again of a good offensive defenseman move, and we will all be golden. Fourth place, I got Winnipeg Jets. Yes, Jesse, please don't come at me. Alright? Thank you. Fifth place, I got Chicago. Now, here's the thing. Yes, we all know what's the background for Chicago. We all know what's going on with Chicago. The moral of the story is that we all know that Marc-Andre Fleury is a Blackhawk. You, Stan Bowman, you signed Seth Jones 9 years, $9.5 million deal. That contract is going to end in 2030. And do you know what will be even worse about it? He's about to be on the decline.
He already is on the decline.
Well, somehow
Basically.
he's
Last year was the start of his decline, basically. Is what I'm saying.
Anyway, and the moral of the story with that, Jonathan Taze is a concern. Sixth place, they got Nashville. UC Soros gonna have a good start, but gonna struggle a little bit. 7th and 8th. Alright, I'm gonna have a good explanation. Arizona in 7th, Minnesota in 8th. Now, here's the thing about Minnesota. I
have a headache.
Hold
I
on.
have a headache listening to this.
Hold on. If they re-sign Kaprizov, I swear to God, Bill Guerin, if you re-sign Kirill Kaprizov, you will be moved. You will pass Arizona. You will pass Nashville. You will pass Chicago. And you will pass Winnipeg. However, if you also pull up Marco Rossi, for example, you will definitely pass Dallas. So that means if you get Kaprizov and Rossi, Matt Boldy, you will be on the top 3. Since Rossi is out in Europe, Kaprizov playing hide and go seek, they're going to be in 8th.
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. First place
and that's hashtag push for Kaprizov.
Hashtag push for Kaprizov. All right. First place, Avs, obviously. Second place, Winnipeg. Let's go. Where's the Connor Hellebuck respect, man? Guy is so good, and he is honestly turning into one of the most underrated goalies in the entire league, man. Should be in the Vezina Trophy race, and honestly, I love what Winnipeg did with their defense. I know they acquired Brandon Dillon, which I'm not necessarily a fan of, but they got rid of Tucker Pullman, which I felt was good, and they're moving in the right direction defensively. And honestly, their offense, it's fine. They still have Blake Wheeler. They're going to get Mark Scheifele back after his one-game suspension. And still got a young team. I like Winnipeg. I like their chances of surprising a lot of people. They obviously re-signed Andrew Kopp. Nikolai Ehlers going to do well. Give me Winnipeg at 2. That is a massive hot take. All right, at number 3, I do have the Dallas Stars as well. As long as they stay healthy, they are a playoff team. We saw that in 2020. If Ben Bishop, Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, everybody else on the team gets injured, yes, I think they could finish second to last or even last. But if their key players avoid the injury bug, Dallas should be fine, and they'll definitely be in the playoffs. At number 4, I have the St. Louis Blues. I was kind of flip-flopping them between St. Louis and Nashville. I feel like next year Nashville will leap St. Louis, but for this year I figured the Blues still have more of a complete core. They replaced Jaden Schwartz with Brandon Saad, so that's kind of one hand washing the other. They obviously still have Ryan O'Reilly, who is a transcendent talent. We don't know what's going on with Vladimir Tarasenko. He wants to get traded one week, the next week he wants to stay. Then he wants to get traded, then he wants to. He's not making up his mind. But the moral of the story is, if they still have Tarasenko, he's bound to get at least 40 points if he stays healthy. And obviously, Torrey Krug and that god-awful contract they gave to Colin Parayko will be their first-line D pairing, which isn't bad. I mean, Colin Parayko is certainly not awful, but that contract is bad. Analyzed that a few weeks ago. But, yeah, give me the Blues. They might sneak in as a wildcard spot. 5th place, I have Nashville, definitely over Chicago. I mean, Saros is ready to go. He's ready to take over as the full-time goalie. And their defense is still pretty strong. For Nashville's sake, I just hope they're better off on the power play this year. 6th place, I have I want to say Arizona, but I will go with Minnesota. And I'm going to go with Minnesota because they are eventually going to re-sign Kaprizov, and they got younger on their defense. I like it, but I still feel the goaltending is pretty suspect. Cam Talbot is the definition of hot and cold for a goaltender.
Hot and cold, Carey Perry.
Yeah, hey, that was my Tuukka Slander song.
Oh!
Remember that? Oh, was it
Oh,
Bruins Caps games? No, it was in the. I don't remember. I was roasting
I'll look it up.
earlier. I don't remember. It was either on. Well, obviously, it was either on Powerskate or my account. But anyway, yeah, Cam Talbot. I don't trust him in the regular season, and I definitely don't trust him in the playoffs either. So, 6th place for Minnesota, 7th Arizona, 8th Chicago. I know Chicago and 8th. What do you mean? They're on the right track. Taves is coming back off a major injury. I think that's going to slow him down. I think this is going to be the year we eventually start to see the Patrick Kane decline. Alex DeBrincat and Kirby Dash are very talented young players, but my main concern isn't the offense for Chicago. It is the defense. And I know they traded away Duncan Keith. They still have a bottom 5 defensive pairing in the league, in my opinion. Your Chicago defense scares me. And between Larkinen, Fleury, Malcolm Subban, whoever's playing, they're going to have to make at least 35 saves a night on average. And that is horrible for a goalie because they're going to run out of gas by around the time January comes. So, next to Chicago's lackluster defense, I'm just going to give Arizona a point or two advantage over Chicago. So, Blackhawks finishing 8th. That's my kind of sort of hot take.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to go to the Atlantic Division, and this is pretty much obvious. First place, I got the Tampa Bay Lightning. Second place, the Florida Panthers.
What? Whoa. Oh, wait. No, you keep going.
Third place, Boston. Fourth place, Toronto. Fifth place, Montreal. Sixth place, Ottawa.
All right.
Seventh place is Detroit. And dead last is Jack Eichel and the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh, of course it is. All right, little revamp here. Numero uno, Lightning, yeah. Second place, Boston. Florida is not better than Boston. I'm sorry, but you can't convince me until the Panthers get some stable goaltending. I got to give the Bruins better than the Panthers. And the Bruins are better than the Panthers in pretty much every single fashion. They have a significantly better top 6, and I feel like for the majority, Boston's defense outmaneuvers Florida's. I just feel Boston is a better team on paper. That's why I would slightly give them the advantage over Florida by a few points. Yeah, and then I agree, Panthers in 3rd, and then Maple Leafs in 4th. You know what that means? Bruins, Maple Leafs, playoffs again. And guess what's going to happen? Bruins winning Game 7 because we already know that's going to happen. All right, in 5th.
Same thing as me.
I want to say Montreal, but I also want to say Ottawa. And I'm very tempted to say Ottawa, but I will go with Montreal. And then Ottawa in 6th. 7th and 8th, you can flip a coin. They're both going to be atrocious this year. My heart wants to say the Sabres can somehow manage to stay at last place, but yet again, the Red Wings, despite being also atrocious, they are significantly better than Buffalo. So, give me Detroit. Tyler Bertuzzi, get 40 points this year, and I would be impressed out of him. And then for the Sabres, just trade Jack Eichel, please.
Now, the Metro.
This is going to be fun.
All right, I'm on a roll now. First place. I'm literally going to cry by saying this. The Carolina Hurricanes.
Why would you cry about that? Oh, because poor Capitals don't win the division. Oh, yeah, they'd
Yep.
be finishing in fifth
Well-
if they were in the Atlantic, by the way. Just figured I'd mention that. And the Bruins would hands down win the Metro. Just saying.
Second place, I got the Islanders.
All right.
Since
that's
they got
pretty
Zach
accurate.
Parise.
They did sign Zach Parise. I guess that's something we didn't talk about. They have, quote unquote, officially signed Parise, but no one knows what the contract is. So it's not officially official, but it will be official eventually. But no one knows what the contract is.
Third place. Washington.
No, they're
Third
not.
place, I got the
They're
Caps.
not. They are not.
And fourth place, I got the Philadelphia Flyers.
Ooh, over Pittsburgh. Okay. I like that. I like that.
And in fifth place, I got the New York Rangers. Sixth place, I got Pittsburgh. Seventh, New Jersey. Last place, Columbus.
All right. Not bad. I would definitely ump the Penguins more, but I will say for mine, I agree. Carolina and Islanders top two. We'll be playing plenty of brass bonanza once the regular season comes around. And
Yeah,
Carolina's made smart moves all
heck yeah.
offseason. The Islanders were smart. Of course, we went over their re-signings last week. They quote-unquote officially / unofficially, but really officially signed Zach Parise. And they also re-signed Beauvillier, Sorokin, and Palmieri. So they're making all smart moves. Good having the Islanders in second. For third, for me, I got Pittsburgh. I know everyone's like, oh, Pittsburgh's going to be bad this year. I know their defense is mediocre. But other than that, nothing shows me really that Pittsburgh is going to be that bad this year. And as long they can stick into the playoffs thanks to their experience. Washington and Philadelphia, I could flip-flop all day for which one's going to finish in fourth. I think it comes down to who has the better goaltending. And
Oh, God. Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
but
I know what you're going to
man,
say.
by the name of Carter Hart has never blown a 3-goal. Actually, wait a minute. They both blow 3-goal leads to the Bruins. So, well, regardless, I put my faith in Carter Hart over Vanacek any day of the week. I do think the
Kind of
Flyers-
hot. Kind of hot.
Listen, I do think that the Flyers' top six is
Boo!
significantly better than the
Boo!
Capitals. Hey, listen, they got rid
Boo!
of Voracek to acquire a younger version of Jacob Voracek. Cam Atkinson is going to succeed. Travis Konechny is going to continue to improve. Joel Farabee will show that contract that he signed a couple weeks ago will ultimately be worth it. He'll be playing good second line minutes. Claude Giroux, I mean, I don't think he's going to do much this year, if I'm being dead honest. But Philadelphia also improved on their defense, and I like what they've done. They've gotten rid of a lot of cap hits this year. They got rid of, mainly Shane Gostisbehere and Robert Hagen. I've liked what they've done. I've liked what they've done. So I'll tell you what. Flyers finish above the Capitals via tiebreaker, which means the Flyers get to join the Maple Leafs for a wild card spot. Washington misses by 1 point.
Boo! Boo!
Rangers
Boo!
finish sixth, Devils seventh, Blue Jackets eighth. There we go. Sorry, Rangers. You're good, but not yet.
Wait. What did you say for six, by the way?
Oh, Devils and then
Six.
Blue Jackets. Oh wait, no. Rangers, Devils, Blue Jackets. Devils can be good. They're like the Rangers. Like they can be good, but they aren't in the Atlantic, so I'm not betting on it.
Yeah. All right. That's going to wrap up for our crazy Powerskateshow Season 4, Episode 7. Pretty much everything is buzz me booing Grant that he said the Caps will miss 1 point of the playoffs.
I I mean, they could very well finish a point over Toronto for the second wild card. I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, I'd probably be rooting for Washington over Toronto, if I'm being honest.
Okay, I'll give you a bet, and I'm gonna say this for everyone. If the Capitals miss the playoffs, I will say a urinating tree comedy hour.
Oh dear.
Slandering my own team. Slander
Slander
and
the
make
Capitals
a
for an hour.
Wait, hold on. And make a slander video for the Capitals. Yeah, that's how we will do it. That's how we do it.
Okay.
If the Caps miss the playoffs, I will have my own comedy hour show and make a slander video, and then we're good.
All right, and
It's
then
a
what's
deal.
the deal for me if the Bruins don't do anything good?
All right. Anyway, with that.
Well, I
You
gotta
guys
do
want-
something. If the Bruins suck, I gotta do something.
Oh.
They're not
You-
going to, but I gotta be prepared just in case Swayman gets hurt and they have to re-sign Rask.
If all right, here's the case. If the Caps and the Bruins split the playoffs, great. We don't have to do anything. But if the Caps make the second round, finally, Boston loses to any team, you, my friend, have to wear an Alexander Ovechkin Capitol building jersey that you have.
Okay, so I'll make sure I'll burn my Ovechkin jersey before the season ends. Noted. No, I'm kidding. That is a fair bet. And obviously, if the Capitals make it further than the
All right,
Bruins,
deal?
too, I'll be having my own comedy.
Shake
hour.
hands, virtual hand.
Virtual shake hands.
Right. Yeah. All right. Anyway. All right. And with that, do you guys want to follow the Powerskateshow on Instagram, Twitter, and I'm gonna redo all that. Do you guys want to follow our personal Instagram accounts? Links will be in the description below. Do you guys want to follow the Powerskateshow for news, updates, when we go live, and probably might do a live reaction once home opener starts, opening day. There's a certain team that we may go live, probably. Links will be in the description below. Do you guys want to follow Floods the Sports Zone on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, for his own talk show on Sunday? Every Sunday, 1 through 3, links in the description below as well. And tell all your friends. Sign Kirill Kaprizov. I swear to God. Please don't let him go to Europe. Grant, would you like to add anything?
Kaprizov ain't going nowhere, first and foremost. And secondly, I hope you guys enjoyed another episode. It was fun having the season predictions. Again, the preseason is starting sometime next week. And then we're off to the regular season. So that'll be a lot of fun when we get to that.
Yeah, and we're definitely excited, and lots of things that gonna enjoy for sure. So yeah, guys, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Next show is probably on the 22nd of Wednesday. This week will be my last week of work, so we will definitely be back on schedule. And so we will definitely know September 22nd will be our next episode of the Powerskateshow. And with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next time when we go live. Have a good night, everybody.